major storm. It's gonna bring a lot of rain. It's gonna bring 2 inches of rain or more. Some places, including lots of flood. That's gonna bring down power lines and snap a tree branches. That's gonna knock off power. It's gonna bring lots of rain. Winds are gonna be pretty strong. That can cause flood. Some places, including lots of flood. That's gonna bring down power lines and snap a tree branches.
Frankie MacDonald, how you doing today?
I'm doing great so far.
So I just introduced you, Frankie. I was telling everybody about your books and your bobbleheads, and have you got any big news for us?
And Bitcoin is going up now.
I saw that this week you've been talking a lot about Bitcoin. For someone like me who doesn't know anything about life, can you tell me what Bitcoin is, please, Frankie?
Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It was one Bitcoin that's worth $11,700 American.
Just one?
Yeah.
Ask Frankie to predict every first round of NHL series. What can you tell us about the NHL series for John?
Calgary's going to win the first round.
So Calgary's going to win the first round, everybody. So you've heard it here first, so you can get your bets ready or whatever everybody does. If you want to experience heat, come over here. So Frankie, we have a heat wave. It went up to 47 degrees, 117 Fahrenheit where I live.
Yeah, and California's going up to 100 Fahrenheit without humidex on Saturday in Los Angeles.
Hey, Frankie, I got news for you. Guess who just talked to me this morning on Facebook? Base Mum.
Yeah.
And Base Mum told me that Scotland had a tropical storm last night.
It's a remnant of tropical storm.
It's the remnants of what?
An ISIS.
Okay. What's happening in your area with the weather right now?
It's really hot and humid in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Starting to cool down a little bit in Montreal.
Heavenly Burgerhead, don't be an idiot. Sorry, how do you handle trolls, Frankie?
Ignore all trolls. Don't feed the trolls.
Okay, exactly. Just ignore them because they have nothing better to do, right?
They have nothing better to do. I know Trey Cable. He's the guy for the ESPN 97.5 FM, Houston, Texas.
What does he do in Houston, Texas?
He's the guy who does the internet radio show. The guy who does the radio show, ESPN 97.5 FM.
Hey, Frankie, you're a computer wizard. What do I do if my computer says I'm skipping frames?
That means you have to. That means you have to upgrade a video card to mean 60 frames per second. You might have to upgrade a graphics card.
You're totally right, because I have an awesome computer, everything's working, but the only thing that I never fixed was the graphics card. How do I go about fixing the graphics card?
That means you have to buy a replacement graphics card at the store.
Okay, so should I go to the store or should I order it online?
You have to order a graphics card online, a replacement graphics card. To get rid of the old graphics card, replace it with a new graphics card.
Thank you, Frankie. Frankie, what happened with the explosion in Lebanon? It's absolutely awful news.
A lot of people got killed and things like that. It was really, really bad in Lebanon.
Some bad decisions by government, to store all that stuff in the city.
At 6 o'clock p.m., I got an intensive interview, true interview, documentary about me at 6 o'clock p.m.
Okay, and who's doing this interview?
That guy, that professional camera guy is coming down Sydney Boardwalk at 6 p.m. Atlantic time.
Oh, wow. So on the boardwalk, he's going to set up his cameras, everything, and lights, and he's going to interview you professionally.
Yes.
What other things have you done, Frankie, like television and things like that?
That means a lady all the way in Vancouver interviewed me through Skype back in April.
I have a question here from Uncle Rick. Can you say hi to my uncle, Frankie?
Hi to Base Guy Show's Uncle Rick.
He's in Tobago right now, and he's saying, what's going to happen, Frankie, with Storm Josephine? They
get a really, 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 really bad dust storms in Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, and the Sahara Desert. That's causing really bad storms right now. That's going to shred the tropical storm into pieces because sandstorms are so bad in Egypt.
And the sandstorms, they deposit the sand over on the other side of the world, don't they?
Yes.
Let's see the questions here. Sarah's saying prayers for Lebanon and around the world, of course. And Dirk is saying, just don't switch to Zoom. Even Zoom has said it's insecure. So Bitcoin, how do I go about that? Do I need $11,000 to get one Bitcoin?
Yes, $11,700 American.
Now, you sent me in a video about Bitcoin. Should I show it to the audience? Do you want me to show some of it or all of it?
All of it.
Okay, so you're going to wait for us, Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a video that Frankie just sent in to me about Bitcoin.
Hey everybody, it's me, Frankie MacDonald. I'm going to give you more information about Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. It's way more, worth more than the American currency and the Canadian currency, British currency, and Australian and New Zealand currency. Bitcoin has gone up and things like that. One Bitcoin, that's around $11,770 American, which is $15,748.50 Canadian. 10 Bitcoin, that's around over $117,000, which is around over $157,000 Canadian. 100 Bitcoin is $1,177,000. 100 Bitcoin is $1,177,000 American, which is around $1,574,762.87 Canadian. 1,000 Bitcoin, that's around over $11,770,000 American, which is around $15,746,804.83 Canadian. 10,000 Bitcoin, that's around $117,701,000 American, which is around $157,486,448.30. 100,000 Bitcoin, that's around over $1 billion American, that's around over $1,500,000,000 Canadian. 1 million Bitcoin, that's around over $11 billion American. Right now it's $11,770,500,000 American, which is around $15,747,987,360 Canadian. And 10 million Bitcoin is $117,705,000,000 American, which is around $157,439,853,900 Canadian. That's a lot of money. And that's a whole lot of money. 10 million Bitcoin, that's around over $157 billion Canadian. And Bitcoin has gone up lately. And it's a cryptocurrency. And the cryptocurrency has gone up like this. One Bitcoin, that's worth $15,000 Canadian. And around 10 Bitcoin is $157,484.95 Canadian. That's a lot of money. Best luck to you, I'm Frankie MacDonald.
Wow, that's amazing, Frankie. Has this ever happened before?
That means a Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. I learned more about it.
That's amazing. You're always learning things and getting up to new things. So, as Bitcoin is the most powerful currency in the whole world right now?
Must be the most powerful currency in the whole world. People doing memes.
But what's it backed up by? It's just on servers that are cooled by air conditioners, I guess.
It's like a Bitcoin. That means that people buy a. It's a different kind of currency.
So let me go over some of the questions here, Frankie, while we were watching that video. Someone is asking, here's Billy in Connecticut saying, Frankie, could we ever be attacked by killer tomatoes?
No.
That's just fantasy, right?
Yes.
Sasha, hello stud. Sasha is saying because the government couldn't collect it fees, it destroyed thousands of lives. Stay inside to. Okay, so I'm looking through the comments here. Sometimes people get upset if I miss their questions. Billy D says he still hasn't found his pants. So talking about comedy, what have you been up to comedy-wise, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far, and I just did a show that says, "Ew, damn." That's Bitcoin backwards.
Okay, so Bitcoin's trying to figure out. What about the one that says Binance? What is that?
Binance is a company for Bitcoin company of the UK.
Here's a question from Tiernan6478 saying, hi, can you ask, what does it say? Hi, can you ask Frankie, can he sing me happy birthday? It's my birthday today. My name is Tiernan? Tiernan, I think. Can you sing him happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tiernan. Happy birthday to you.
And the crowd goes wild. Here's a question from Jeff on Facebook. Unfortunately, YouTube is not working right now. Sometimes the restream doesn't put through all the messages, so YouTube is down. So we have my friend Daryl Borland. I think he's
going to get way much worse in California this Saturday, including Los Angeles.
Yeah. And Daryl is saying that a friend that we know who does lawns has procreated again, so congratulations to the family. Alan Bacon is there as well. Frankie, it's my birthday today. Okay, so that's the same guy over on YouTube. So here's a question from Jeff on Facebook saying, hi Frankie from Goof Troop. What's the Goof Troop?
It's a friend like Kevin Thompson, Joel Strom, and everything. They're the fans of mine.
Do you have any new dances? Asks Jeff.
I'm going to work on a new dancing video soon.
I saw that when you were on the Rob and Slim show, they kept putting music on and you were dancing with them.
Yes. Next time I'll be on Rob and Slim show, that'll be on Wednesday, September 30th, 2020, 10 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, which is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Do you know any other kind of internet people that will be on the same show, Frankie?
Bass Guys show will be on Rob and Slim show at 9:30 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, which is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We have
2020.
That's right, Frankie and I'm going to have to get a new graphics card. I think that's what it is. Rob and Slim are friends of Frankie and I, and we're on their show. They're a podcast from New Jersey. They're really good people, eh, Frankie?
Yes.
And they take a break at summertime, right?
Yeah. Your graphics card is old.
Yeah, I'm old, Frankie, but my graphics card.
Your graphics card is old now.
How much does a graphics card cost? Like how many bitcoins?
Less than 1 Bitcoin.
Someone says, dude cannot hear the stream. So that cannot hear the stream. What is that on Facebook? It's not working, the audio? I don't know what's...
It's Larry.
It's Larry, that's right. You're exactly right. We have a imaginary producer on our show who's down at the Couche-Tard right now, I think. Let's hear it for Larry, the producer, who's 138 years old. He tries his best, Larry. What should Larry do, Frankie?
You have to practice better doing the Bass Guy show thing.
Should I tell Larry to go get a graphics card?
Yes.
Here's a question from Chicago Timmer on Twitch, and he's asking, Frankie, do you play any musical instruments?
I played piano and I played xylophones when I was in music class when I was in high school.
And Sarah's saying happy birthday to Tiernan. That's nice. Here's Tiernan saying, Frankie, will you be visiting Ireland? Me and my friends can't wait to see you.
Yes, on the Frank Down World Tour, I'll be going to every single country in the world.
Oh, Tiernan.
At the box office, go see me on stage, dancing on stage, doing comedy skits and giving out speeches.
Amazing. I guess his name's Tiernan. Sorry, I thought it was from Middle East or something. It's like in the Christmas story, Fragile. When the box says fragile, he reads it Fragile. Yeah. Dude cannot hear stream. How old and your show, Bass Guy? So 7 years. Maybe I should go check my Facebook and see what's up with that, if it's working or not.
It's Larry.
So it's Larry. Larry's trying his best, but he can't. He's got a bit of a temperament there and whatever. So let me just listen in and see if Facebook is working. Have you tried the mute button, Daryl? Sorry, Fragile. Yeah, it is working. It's totally working. At least I know how long the delay is. So everything's working except the comments from YouTube are not coming onto my board here today. So I'm going to have to manually go in. I feel bad for the YouTube people. We have Virginia Phillips here watching. Can you say hi to Virginia?
Hi, Virginia. I'm doing great so far.
Okay, so there's no questions, but it's nice to see my friend Daryl. Daryl and I grew up in the same village together where I am right now. What was your childhood like, Frankie?
I just double-checked. If Base Guy Show on Facebook works.
Okay, thank you. So we're... do you think this is a good idea that we're doing for the Frankie MacDonald Base Guy Show, that we're on Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook?
Yes.
More people will see you that way.
Yeah.
We have our friend Mike the Can Man here, if you want to say hi.
Hi, Mike the Can Man. I'm doing great so far. I'd like to say hi to Ingrid of Novosibirsk, Russia. I'd like to say hi to Wola Bagraf of Yakutsk, Russia.
Yakutsk, Russia. It's pretty warm up there right now. I heard Siberia went up to 38 degrees.
Yakutsk.
There's forest fires in the Arctic. There's tropical storms in Scotland, and we have a heat wave here. What's going on with the weather, Frankie?
It's global climate change. Ice caps are melting in the Arctic. Antarctic is really cold right now.
All that stuff that Greta was trying to remind us of is correct, I guess. Of course it is.
Yakutsk's going to start turning really cold in the end of August. It's going to get windy and snow in October in Yakutsk.
Guess who's here? Van Goat.
Hi, Van Goat. I'm doing great so far.
You remember Van, eh?
Yes.
He was a great guy. He met Base Mum. He came to St. Anne de Bellevue, and he met me, and he met Base Mum, and we hung out at the Couche-Tard together.
Yeah, and did you hear about Van Goat saw Greta in person last year?
Who did?
Van Goat.
No, it was me. I saw Greta in person, Frankie. I met Greta in the morning.
Greta must have saw Van Goat in person last year, too. Small world.
Van Gogh, did you see Greta, too, in person? Oh, cool. Oh, of course, because she went to North Carolina, right?
Yes.
So the Can Man is here. We have quite a few people here asking questions. Thank you.
And there's a woman from Vancouver, British Columbia. Her name is Lindsay Brown. She saw Greta in person last year, too.
Here's a question from Luke Birch. Hello, Luke in England. He's saying, what did Frankie have for lunch, and how many stops with Frankie?
I had 2 hot dogs for lunch today.
Let me guess. All dressed?
Regular hot dogs, barbecue sauce, and salt and pepper. And I got big news for you. I'll be on Rob Slim Show on Wednesday, September 30th, 2020 at 10 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. I'll be back on the Rob Slim Show again.
I got big news for you, too. I'm going to be on the show as well. I'm on at 8:30 Eastern Time. What time are you on?
9 Eastern Time, which is 10 Atlantic Time.
So I'm opening up for you, basically. Oh, no, you're after, okay, because you've got different time zones. The world is big. Restream says, congratulations, you've reached 100 messages. It's all about the numbers. Talking about numbers, how many numbers do you have on your YouTube so far?
I got 252,000 subscribers.
With the new hot dog water tank that's going to be installed. So we can't talk for too long. But, Frankie, what are you going to do this weekend?
I got another interview with Gary Dino show Saturday night. I got an interview with Jason Marshall. We don't have cookies on Sunday afternoon. Jason Marshall, we don't have cookies at Sunday at 2 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And Trey Campbell's going to interview me at 3 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time on Sunday.
We have a bit of road drama going here. We're looking at a truck here, and every time these trucks turn the corner, we have a big stone flower thing next to us, and it always gets pushed over and crushed and broken. Why do big, huge trucks come into small villages by accident, Frankie?
It's a highway.
It's a highway.
To deliver stuff.
Okay, and I guess like the GPS tells them where to go and stuff, right?
Yes.
So this happens quite often. These trucks come down and they can't make the corner, and then they have to back down like two blocks back on. Isn't this an incredible show, ladies and gentlemen? Frankie, what's the weather going to be like from now till Sunday in North America?
It's going to be really hot all across North America. Some fans of mine over in Ireland, England, Scotland told me it's really, really, really hot and humid in Europe right now too. They go to Yorkshire, England, things like that.
So this weather's really different all over the world right now, isn't it? Things are really kicking up.
In South Korea had a typhoon, tropical storm. In China had a typhoon. And down New Zealand's really cold right now. It's going to turn a little bit cooler this Friday and into Saturday in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
What do you think your predictions for winter are going to be like in North America?
It's going to be extremely stormy winter all across the eastern United States of America. It's going to be extremely cold in the western states of America, including Vancouver, Victoria, Canada, and Seattle, Washington, and all these places. Nova Scotia is going to be way much stormier than normal. Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Quebec, Ontario, and Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Vancouver, and Victoria, British Columbia too, because the La Nina developed in off the coast in Ecuador.
Think there's going to be a lot more snow than usual?
Yes, La Nina.
How could people reduce their lower back pain in the winter shoveling?
Use heft.
That's a product that you've done commercials for before, right?
Yeah.
So the truck is having a hard time backing up here. There's people coming, talking to the truck. A little bit of drama here outside, but Larry's doing the best he can, Frankie.
Yes, best of luck to you. I'm Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to Bass Guy Radio Show.
Thanks, Frankie. Take care. We'll see you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie MacDonald. Calcium is important for the whole family. So this is my little show. I don't usually go on this long. We've done an hour today, so as advertised on Twitch, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the great Frankie MacDonald. So thank you, Frankie, for being here with us today. And the weather thing's gone now. The computer's acting up. I got to go fix stuff. Take care. I'll see you. If I didn't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. If I didn't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Thank you for watching. Please share, care, note it down that we're live on Wednesday. And if you want to, we'll be back on Friday at the same time. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. Love you, Billy. Love you, Sand Monster. Love you, Nightbot. Love you, Luke. Love you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Shaka blessings to you, Sandy. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, and Twitch. See you Friday.